Welcome friends, this is our 19th video of the course. In this video, we will cover the topic of Lambda function. So, Lambda function is used to create our own single line functions in a quick way. Lambda is itself a function which is used to define other short functions. In Python, there are two types of function. First one is built-in function like print, unique and other functions, and second one is user-defined functions, means the function that are defined by the users. In addition to the predefined functions like print function, unique function, we can define our own functions with only a single line statement using the lambda function. The function defined with lambda are short function with temporary use only, or these functions can be used only one time. A lambda function can be defined with any number of arguments in it. The syntax to define a lambda function is this. We have to write our function name, and after equal to we have to write the keyword lambda. After this we have to pass our arguments. Here are two arguments A and B. The arguments are separated by comma. After writing the arguments we have to write colon, and after this we have to write our expression. Here my expression is a plus b, means we are adding the value of a and value of b. As you can see here, a and b are the arguments of the functions, and a plus b is the operation performed on these arguments, and the result is returned after performing the operation. So there is no need to pass the return statement to get the output. The output will be automatically returned by using this lambda keyword in this single line function. So this is the basic theory about lambda function that you have to keep in mind. Let's move to example parts. Our first example is defining a function to add two numbers. In our last video, we defined a function to add two numbers with the use of def statement. In this video, we will do this with the help of lambda function. So to define a function with lambda function, we have to write as per syntax our function name, and we have to use the lambda keyword here. Then we have to write our arguments. I am taking x and y as my two arguments, and we have to write the colon. After colon we have to write the expression which will perform the operation on these two arguments. We have to add two numbers, so we will use x plus y. So as you can see, as per the syntax, our function name here is add. Then we have used this lambda keyword, and after using lambda we have given two arguments, x comma y, and semicolon is mandatory here. After semicolon we have to give the expression, means what operation we have to perform on these arguments. We have to add these arguments x and y. So this add function will add two numbers x and y. If I run this, the function has been successfully defined. To call this function, we have to write our function name, add, and in the parenthesis we have to pass our arguments. Here we have taken two arguments, so we have to pass two values. Like first value I pass 12 and second value I pass 15. And if I run this, then it will show the sum of these two numbers, x and y. So this is how we can define a very simple function using the lambda statement. Our next example is defining a function to multiply three numbers. Same, first of all we will write our function name. I am using my function name as multiply here. We can write any name here. After the function name we have to write the lambda keyword. After using lambda keyword we have to write our arguments. Here we have to multiply three numbers, so we will pass three arguments, x comma y comma z. All arguments are to be separated with comma. Equal to, we have to write the operation that we want to perform on these arguments. We have to multiply these three numbers. So x multiply by y multiply by z. So this multiply function will multiply three numbers x, y and z. So this is the simple function defined using the lambda. If I run this, there is some error. Sorry, we have to use the colon sign here. So don't do this mistake. If we run this, the function has been successfully defined. Now to call this function, we have to write our function name, multiply, and in the parenthesis we have to pass our arguments. Here we will pass three numbers. Like if I pass 2, 5, 9 and run this, then it will show the result after multiplying these three numbers. So this is a simple function to multiply three numbers. We can define this function with the help of def statement also, but to define this function in a single line only, we will use the lambda. Our next example is defining a function to print the given string. First of all, we have to write our function name. I am using my function name as string here. After this, we have to use lambda keyword and the argument and colon. We have to write the expression. This string function will print the string stored in x. Suppose there is any string which is stored in x, and with the help of this string function we will print this string. If I run this, the function has been successfully defined. This is my string. We have defined a function to print a string which is stored in the variable x. So if I call a string function, I have to write my function name and in the parenthesis I have to pass the argument. My argument here is x. If I run this, then it will print this given string. We can call this string function in another way also. Like we will write our function name string and in the bracket we can pass any string here. So we can call this string function like this also. This is similar to the print function. If you see, in the print function we do the same thing. The next example is defining a function to concatenate two given strings. Concatenate means adding two given strings. So I will use con function here. I can write any function name here. I have chosen con. We have to write lambda keyword and then we have to pass our arguments x, y. X will store my first string and y will store my second string. After colon, we have to write the expression. We have to print these two strings after concatenation. Then we have to write x. If I write simply x plus y, it will add the strings and print this, but there is no gap between these two strings. If I show you, this is my first string x equal to hi world. This is my second string y equal to we are learning Python. Now if I want to concatenate or add these two strings, then I can use my defined function con and I can pass x, y as the arguments in this function. If I run this, then these two strings are concatenated, but there is no gap between these two strings. So we have to write x plus some space, and this statement will add a space between these two strings. Now if I run this, then you can see there is a space, and we can also use the comma here. So this is the correct format to concatenate two strings. Next is defining a function that will double the value that we pass. In this function we will pass a numeric number, and the defined function will multiply it by 2. First of all, we have to write our function name. I am writing my function name as double. Then we have to write lambda keyword. Here, since we have to multiply only one number, then we can pass only one argument, x. And the operation to be performed on x is x multiplied by 2. So this double function will take one value in x and multiply it with 2. If I run this, the function has been defined successfully. To call this function, we have to write our function name double, and in the bracket we have to pass our value. If I pass 4 here and run this, then it will multiply it by 2 and return the result as 8. Again, if I pass 439, then it will multiply it by 2 and return the result. So this is how we can use a lambda function to define a simple function which will double the value. I have an exercise for you. You have to define a function to add two numbers and subtract the third number from the addition of the two numbers. You can write your comment or answer in the comment box below. More advanced features of the lambda function will be covered in another playlist of the course. Friends, if you like the videos of our course, then please subscribe to our channel and also share the playlist of this course with your friends who want to learn data analysis with Python.